allowed me to get to my car without getting wet. So, roads covered in water, the usual here. Yeah, I talked about people, their foolishness, showing up. And yes, that we do talk about them. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Yes, was getting into all types of ridiculous trouble for no reason, and needing a doctor. Don't get me wrong, people have their issues, but other times, like, I come on, man. Like, there's a gentleman. He doesn't need to provide his ID. He doesn't need to sign in anybody that works there. Registration, the nurses, the doctors, security, the janitor. Say, oh, it's you again. And I sign him in 2 seconds because I know exactly who this guy is. I know his name, date of birth. It's overly ridiculous. It's an abuse of resources, especially with the times that he loves showing up. It's usually when we're no beds available or what have you. We're just busy. Love showing up at this time. Tell you his name or even the reason that he comes in. Just know that it's to the point where almost, well, a couple of them actually yelled at him, saying that he is waiting, and for it to get that bad for a doctor to yell at you and tell you need to stop coming in, again, they are a waste of time and resources because they continuously come in for the ER. He'll drive himself, he'll park. He's not rude in any way, shape, or form. He's just very. But other guys, we know them just by looking at them. They don't come as often. They always come to some sort of fire rescue, pick them up from wherever they are, and have them brought to our ER. Substances in liquid form. We'll leave it at that. And it's always for this issue. They may come in completely unnecessary. Like, I'm all for receiving treatment for whatever ails you. Like, it's the equivalent of having somebody tell you, hey, and then complaining that it hurts. Like, really? Like, to seek help, to come to terms to rehab exactly the same. Sometimes rehab doesn't take at all, but at least the resources are there. The opportunity for people like you and me who might actually need that help outside with an actual medical issue, maybe not necessarily always life-threatening, but they can't be brought in. Pick up the phone and have had to tell people, like, sorry, our wait times are because it's an issue. You have people who are coming in saying, a space that someone else needs, someone else requires, who needs to be sobered up, or somebody who normally would be just an in and out, instead is inside to be discharged so then they can be brought in. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. The emergency room to seek medical help for something that either A, they cannot rectify on their own, or the ability to get to their primary doctor, if they happen to have one, so they come to an ER. They get immediate help for whatever immediate life-threatening issue there is this damn pandemic. People are constantly coming into the emergency room. And I'm here to tell you, don't come to an ER. The freestanding sites like the parks or those tents you see on the side of the road. You know, our turnaround time, my particular hospital system's COVID-19 testing is in my building. The lab is running. Testing, providing results, and then sending those results out. To tell you, do not come to an ER to be tested for the coronavirus, for COVID-19. Simply because, why in God's emergency room to be tested for this virus? You are paying for a free test. The test itself, and personnel that would be better suited treating people with legitimate medical issues go to one of the freestanding sites. There's lists for Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach counties online. Are sometimes open 10 hours. Some are open 12 hours. We're talking about 7 to 7, 8 to 8. Some are open later. You get yourself registered, get yourself situated. You have the test done. And then you're selling money out for it, for something that's supposed to be free. Now, personally, I make it a half and nothing else. I tell them, okay, perfect. Make sure you put down your insurance information on your sign-in sheet. Make sure that it's free. See my point? And it's very simple. Like, I absolutely have to have this COVID-19 test done, and it's 11 o'clock at night. In God's name, or any God's name, are you showing up at an ER absolutely? It's not going to change how you feel, especially if you're coming in with actual symptoms, to help in that regard. Positive. Then what? You have to stay home, quarantine for 2 weeks. Who have come in first, they receive results, or let's say the second. Okay, for your test on the first, you were positive. Be able to come in and be retested to see if either you're positive or negative. They're showing up sick boop, right up on the screen. It says, hey, they were just here on this particular day. They were here on the 1st, and they tested positive. I have to go on to me because, even though I'm around with my sleeves rolled up and this damn thing on my head to keep my hair out of my face, especially since I speak clearly and I look the part. So people tend to listen to me when I look, you tested positive this day, come back on this day or after to be tested again. Now, every so often, we get some idiot who comes in with an attitude, why do I have to? And we have to tell them, 2 weeks is usually the turnaround time between when you get in the system. But I would say it's past it from your body. The turnaround time is about 2 weeks. Now, when you come in to test, I'm infected. So to err on the side of caution, we tell you 2 weeks from. But in order to be absolutely sure that when you come in for that second test, you're. So stop coming in. Now, in your local communities, have places where you can go and get tested. 100% free. Fill out some paperwork, provide a free, and then you leave. Go home, relax. And you wait for your results. But people aren't using it like that. Like many other places around the country, people are abusing. But don't come to an ER to be tested. No hospital has advertised that they are a free testing site. If your employer, emergency rooms are not free. They never were, never will be. For this very same pandemic, I've been vaccinated. Okay? Co-workers who have been vaccinated. Now, I cannot stress this enough for all of you out there. It doesn't. Whoever told you that, whoever is thinking that, you're 1,000% wrong. The virus is not to keep you out of the hospital by making sure your body can fight off this virus sooner. Vaccinated or not, wear your damn masks. That's it. Simple. If you wear your mask, if you wear your mask, especially if you wear it religiously, which means constantly, consistently, every place you go to outdoors, more, wear your mask. Why? I'll tell you the reason why. Because they work. I go out anywhere. I wear my mask. At work, I wear a mask, obviously, because I'm around sick people to begin with. Ready to put it on. Reason why is simple. They work. If I wear my mask, I'm protecting myself. When you wear your mask, you're not just protecting yourself, because obviously you have to, but you're also grandma, grandpa, people who might be in an older age range, who are more susceptible to this damn thing, or maybe somebody who is on TikTok, on YouTube, all over the news, people's family members dying. Needlessly, might I add, because this was preventable, 100% preventable. Every single one of those deaths, now nearing almost 700,000. There are people who are gone right now, people you may know, who should still be here, who should still be with us. Somebody told them that the vaccines don't work, that it's just deployed to put stuff in your body, that the masks work. They information because of an outright refusal to do the bare minimum for those who refuse to listen, refuse to understand. So wear your mask. Honestly, don't care if you get the vaccine or not. Like I said, the vaccine keeps you out of the hospital, not me. I got it because of this. So with that in mind, I've arrived. You guys have a good day. By all means, the more you say, the better. Guys, have a good day. Stay safe.